What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. If you don't know who I am the author of Smartphone Millionaire, How to Invest in Real Estate, Businesses, and the People from the Palm of Your Hand. This, of course, is version one. Version two, goodness, the struggle is on to put out version two, but version one is on Amazon. So I am coming to you guys because I was on a live. I was listening to a live earlier with Hood Estates and Charm City Buyers, and the thing of it is people say, man, Erica, there might be a recession coming. What can I do? How do I invest my money? And I want to move up in life. I want to 10X, be positive. And here's the facts. Here's the facts, man. I just was listening. I looked over at Stephen Graham's video, and Stephen Graham had said, I'm one of the few real estate guys on YouTube. I started laughing because it was such a narrow view, right? And he said, well, I mean, one of the guys with the large followings, but that's just it. I'm a person with under 20,000 followers, and I still make more than a ton of people. I make tons more. I go to conferences, I go to events, and I'm making more than 5, 6, 7, 8 people in the room. And so what I laugh about YouTube is that there used to be a time I'm like, I want to get bigger and well known and way known out there. And I just realized, for what? For what? So I can say I'm one of the few people out here who do that. I found that to be super hilarious, for one. And for two, my ideal of success is the impact we're making. So it's like, I got some emails earlier and they were so positive. They were so uplifting. I was like, yeah, thank you. And what I realized is, like, there'll always be a bigger boat. There'll always be some other channel that does more. There's always some group of people who think they're bigger and better YouTubers or better radio host shows, all this stuff like that. But what I realize is I listen to some radio shows and they're living some great lives with small audiences. And you have to at some point realize what's the number that's content for you. What is for you, right? And so I did this video. I'm doing this video so people, because I had one pre-recorded and it was all nice, and then the light was messed up at the end of the video, so I'm recording this live. But people say, well, Erica, you're bringing on people. So this week we're bringing on some tech folks talking about tech jobs. We're bringing on Terry, hopefully back on, talk about stock trading. And if you've noticed, some of my videos have changed. They've been more investor focused, long-term, just buying stocks, buying dividends at a slower rate, for a long-term buy. But I do want Terry to come on. And I think it's important. And there's some affiliate stuff. There's some stuff I'm building in the background. We'll share it soon. But again, a lot of times I'm looking at people on YouTube and realizing they're getting so deep into the world, it's getting ridiculous, right? Like if you go to your job, you're like the best at your job. And some of these people are getting into YouTube and they're like, I'm the best at YouTube. And I'm like, okay, but you don't have a personal life. You don't have any friends. You don't travel, you don't vacation, you just come on YouTube, do 7-hour hangouts. That's weird. It's weird. So what I set out, and there's a Instagram post I did 2 years ago where I'm like, write down a list of the 100 people you want to meet and go meet them, all cheerleader like. And I wrote out a list. And I've met all those people. Not all. Now, let me correct that. I've met like 50 of them. But it showed me that the level of top performers, it's not that high. It's not that big. It's not as big as you think it is. There's very few people who are really doing it. I'm for real, y'all. I know people say, Erica, you're being dramatic. I'm telling you, the amount of people that I know that are really doing $1 million a year and behind my hand. I know some people who ain't even doing $1 million a year, but they have lives that are so much more better, more, blow your mind if I could tell you about it, than these people you see on YouTube with 300,000 followers. I've got 4 million in real estate, but you only have 6 properties. Like, you know what I mean? Some stuff is like, you have to hear it, absorb it, and then go, but I know real life. And that's what cracks me up. So the title, of course, is How to Recession Proof Your Life via Conferences in Your Network. There are people right now. Glendon Cameron responded to something on Facebook. It's a really great post. I don't know if I can share it, if I find it. But essentially, it's like, oh, everybody making six figures. It's like, no, they're not. There's like 2,600 billionaires in the whole world. In the whole world. Then after that, there's like 20, I think it's 20 million millionaires. So yeah, there's a lot of millionaires, but out of that 20 million millionaires, 92% of them are married. So they're an old married couple, or they're a married couple somewhere, right? Then out of that number, you keep pulling these numbers out, you look and realize, even on the next level, that the amount of people making 250K, 500K a year, it's not that huge. So once you get up here, you're like, oh, wow, it's not that many people. So that's what cracks me. Exactly, Charles Ogilvy. I don't know why. I don't know why everybody's lying. And I'm not picking on Stephen Graham. I get it. He lives in California. People in California get paid a lot more. Y'all housing is really high. But for somebody who has like 6 to 7 properties and be like, I own $5 million in real estate. Well, if you own $5 million houses in California, just 5. I know people who own 100 properties in Florida. And so for you to be like, I'm a multimillionaire with my 5 property, I'm like mind blown, right? So I'm just mind blown. And I'm really glad I went to the Grant Cardone 10X. I know I'll keep killing y'all with that, but I'm telling you, I met actual in-person millionaires who are like, hey, just do this for free game. Cause I know you're doing it. I know you're breaking all these ceilings, and this is the problem you're hitting because you want to hire this many employees and you need to do this. Answered my question without a hiccup. And so that's how I know people are lying about all this 6 figures and faking the Lambos and all this crazy mess. Here's the problem with that. You can move up. You can recession proof your life. You can really grow. I keep telling y'all about Alex Becker. Alex Becker has there's like 5 videos that if y'all just follow, there's these particular 5, you could make $70,000 this year off the internet easy. Now you're going to say, Erica, that's easy for you to say. I know, but I'm telling y'all, that's the method to his madness. He put out a couple more videos and then he took them down because they were the blueprint. They were literally, if you watch these 3 videos, he put them as private or unlisted, I think. They were the blueprint. They were like, boop, 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 follow step by step. And I laugh because I know people don't want to do that extra work. I just know they don't. So some of the conferences I'm going to this year, and you're going to say, oh man, Erica, why are you talking about conferences? Because I know 2 ladies now who are made $4 million last year. The other lady made $6 million. Literally, like I could probably go to her office and she pull out her bank statements. Conferences. If you go look at her Instagram right now, conferences. She's personally meeting people, meeting them, talking to them, face to face, business face to face. I went to 2 conferences and someone tried to sell me their $250,000 business. I didn't have to pay them a lump sum. I could make them payments. They were selling me a business with the leads that come with it. It's a business that makes about $250,000 a year, but literally selling it to me because they were making more money in their other business, that this was something that they had partnered with somebody and don't even care no more. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is when you start actually getting out there doing it, people don't mind. Boom. I can tell you right now, we got those 2 trucks. I went to the bank. Bank was like, do you need funding for the next one? You don't have to put anything down. Just bring us some statements showing how much money y'all making right now. I was like, I ain't even ask. So the key is you can tell so few people are truly doing it that when the bank saw 2 trucks purchased, that they said, hey, you need some money? You want some money? See, we see you doing it. So again, my key to all y'all is taking action and doing it. And so this week, hopefully Terry might come on. I got 2 tech people coming on. I'm trying to get a particular person to come on about trade lines, but we'll see if he'll cooperate. Now, here are the and there's 51 of y'all in here. Hit the like button while you're in here. Here are the conferences I'm listing. These are not all the conferences I'm going to. I'm going to about 10 more, but the reason I'm keeping them private is just because they're literally business meetings. I'm going to the conference, not even to the conference, literally to meet 4 or 5 particular people. So okay, if you guys are ready. CPA, this is CPAC. Now, many of you are going to say, Erica, I'm unfollowing from you. I don't like you anymore. You're a Republican. I'm not. I'm independent. Always been independent. Vote whichever way I feel like it. CPAC this year talks about one particular thing that I'm interested in: intellectual property. Let me read that to y'all again. Intellectual property. Why is that important, you guys? We're on YouTube. We're doing online courses. We're doing ebooks. All these things are intellectual property. Now, they may be talking about bigger level, Chinese companies and stuff like that. But let me tell you, you got to pay attention. When people that are in office are saying they about to step over and promote, we're going to protect your intellectual property. Whoa, wait a minute. I'm a YouTuber. I have online stuff. This is all intellectual property. Let me see what y'all talking about and go up there and listen. Okay, so that's my 2 cents on that. South by Southwest is here. South by Southwest is here. And when Glenn and Cameron, I spoke on this video in the comment section. I said, I go on Indiegogo all the time and buy executive producer rights for certain movies. Sometimes people sell them for $500, $1,000. And people say, well, why are you doing that? Okay, again, I broke it down to y'all the other night. Redbox and Netflix for years now have been buying movies just because it's a beast. Netflix and Redbox are beasts. They need more movies. So they start buying African American movies, Hispanic movies, smaller movies, these small time movies. And they go, hey, we'll cut you a check tomorrow for $300,000. Well, if somebody's put their name on as executive producer, who gets a check? Who gets a piece of that check? You dig? Okay. So follow me here. Follow me. So I go to South by Southwest because everywhere you go, elbows deep is startup companies and you name it. Number 3, Max Maxwell event, March 22nd through the 25th in DC. It's a wholesalers event. Gary Vee is going to be there. Several other people are going to be there. You got a room full of wholesalers, and you're going to have a room full of what? There's going to be investors there. There's going to be partnerships galore. If you're a person, you say, you know what I need my inbox full of deals. Just in case I want to deploy with a group of people, or I want to call up my friends and say, hey, there's this great deal in Oklahoma. Anybody want to get on it? 24 hours, let's go, right? That's why I'm going to that event. And I know some people there. So that's Max Maxwell event. That's wholesaling. The 4th, social proof. This is a really great, it's a 2-day conference. It's quick. It's called Social Proof, April 4th through the 6th. It's in Atlanta. It's going to be 2 days. It's going to be people literally, listen to me. If you don't hear nothing else out of this video and you get off this video, Social Proof in Atlanta is a 2-day event. You're going to have people who are making 6 figures and millions of dollars in their businesses coming and telling you step by step what they did. This isn't rah. This is literally, they have fitness YouTubers getting up there telling you exactly what they did. You got Max Maxwell and another real estate guy telling you exactly what they did. You got another guy on there who on Friday, what does he do? He makes events. Like he makes a conference. He's up there. Okay. Then you have another, I'm not going to walk you through every single conference. You guys can look up some of these. But if you're asking me all the time, Erica, I'm trying to move up. My friends and my family don't understand. Nobody knows. Nobody understands. You're not in the right room. You cannot convince your family to do something they didn't want to do. When I got these 2 trucks, the next week I went home, people said, how much money you need? We'll buy another truck tomorrow. Let's do it. I said, oh, no. Now, you didn't believe me I was going to do these trucks. Because strangers will believe you and work with you faster than your family ever will. The next day I came home and family's like, here's a $20,000 check. Where were you when I was asking about this 6 months ago? Nowhere to be found. Okay. So, anything that's 2,000 miles away from you, you're going to have to get on the plane and go. Or your other options is buy the replays. Now, why do I say buy the replays? If nothing else, you can get the strategies from it. All right. Next one. I'm going to Canada for a real estate event. I'm doing a twofer. I'm literally going to leave the Gathering Nations powwow, fly up to Detroit, hang out with 2 ladies, get in the truck with Asia, go to a real estate event from people I met at Grant Cardone's 10X. Guess who's going to be in that room? Steph and Graham and a couple other people, but we'll keep that moving, that conversation moving. But now I'm going to be in Canada What is that going to open the door up to me? People who are looking to do what? Come on, think about it. Invest in Texas. Invest in Texas. Erica, I'm in Canada, but you're in Texas. See what I'm saying? Do you guys see how this is working? I hope you all are paying attention. I hope you're following the crazy map. I'm going to a wholesalers event in March in Dallas, Texas, in a room with 2,000 people. I'm going to have a lot of what? Connections. Then I'm going to go to Canada to another real estate event, a room of 2,000 people. What are people in Canada going to want to know about? Texas. How to invest in Texas. Now, I'm not saying we all got money like that. What I'm asking you to do is decide one or two events. You don't have to copy my schedule. Again, everybody's going to say, well, Eric, I don't have money. That's not my problem. What I'm going to tell you is this is just a list of conferences I'm going to and why I'm going to them. Because a lot of times people say, oh, Eric, I don't got money. A lot of these connections aren't money based. They're people who are in the business doing things. You know what I'm saying? All right. Credit Repair Expo. It's May 3rd through 5th. Again, I'm not even paying to go to this. A company that is going to do affiliates with me this year is paying for me and 2 employees to go. Guess what? I didn't even have 2 employees I want to take. I had 1. But I'm acquiring someone else's business, so now I'm going to have 2. See how that works? Okay? Not even paying for that expo. And that's in Orlando, Florida. But again, credit repair, as the recession happens, you know people are going to want to last minute get access to credit, get access to funding. When do people try to get funding? When they're already behind the curveball. Okay? Sorry about that. I'm really sorry. BYOB Live. It's May 24th through 26th in Atlanta. Build your own brand. Now, BYOB is going to be amazing. BYOB is going to be lit. Now, they've cracked me up because they described it as a combination of HBCUs, Black homecoming, and business all together, which I'm laughing. I think it's going to be hilarious. I'm going to go. I'm going to have a blast. It's in Atlanta. And literally the guy who puts it on is Vietnamese. And it's a Black lady and Vietnamese guy together. And so they're going to be there. It's going to be, you can always get new things, new topics, new people to talk to. Again, when I talk about the top 20% in America, it's not as big as y'all think. I'm not even joking. I'm going to a black tie gala in DC. And right now, I looked up all 30 of the people that's going to be the bulk of the people that are going to be in that room. I already looked them up. It's not that many people. You did, Frank. You missed so much. All right. So then next one is in June. Marijuana conference. Now, many of you say, well, Erica, are you talking about buying marijuana stocks, or are you talking about having a grow house? Listen to me. There are so many businesses and companies within the marijuana spectrum. You're not even talking about the companies that make light bulbs, companies that design stuff, the companies that come in architects, the companies that are financial accountants, all kind of things, legal, you name it. There are thousands of companies within a genre. So if you're so going, well, I want to be in marijuana, Erica, and I just want to pick 2 stocks, you're missing it. You're missing it. There's a big opportunity there. So it'll be in New Orleans, June 12th through the 14th. Now, this one is a weird one, but I'm going because of various reasons. It's called World Domination Tour in Portland, Oregon. This is the last 2 years of this event. They're actually closing this uber successful 5-day event after 2020. They're done. 2020 is the last year. This is the last 2 years. It's been going on for 10 years. Why? World Domination Summit in Portland, Oregon is the home. It is the birthplace of the travel blogger. Let me tell you that again. Now, there is a conference called Travel Blogger, but this is not the same. World Domination started 10 years ago, and it started teaching you how to leave college, travel the world, write a book on it, get all these affiliates. It was the original one. So now when you see all these guys living in Thailand and Chiang Mai, this is what started it. World Domination Summit. And because they realize we've dominated. We've got people all over the world who come to this conference and now they live their life. We kind of don't have to keep putting this conference on. We've been successful. Now, I keep telling y'all something Glenn Cameron says a lot, and other people, if you're paying attention to the trends, is a lot of freelance. There's a lot of companies right here in Austin. They do not make you come into the office. It saves them on office space. If you go to the old Google office, they moved to a new location, it's bigger. But if you ever visited their old office, it wasn't enough space. Like it always looked half empty. And I remember talking to the staff and they said if all extra 200 to 500 people that work here came to work on one day, we would not have enough room for everybody to sit down. And they had massages, they had massage rooms, they had nap rooms. It was cool. It had snacks everywhere. It had a great cafeteria. But they literally told you if just 200 people, if just half of the people that work there, that work remote, came to work one day, they would have nowhere to sit. That's how many people are working remotely. So when I talk about World Domination Tour, I'm going to go because there are going to be a ton of travel bloggers there, but it's going to be a ton of people who know things about working remotely that you don't know. So that is June 25th through the 30th. All right, my baby in California that I'm like, I'm nervous about because it's in Anaheim. And the people keep joking, call it Anacrime. So I don't know. Anaheim, California, Vidcon, July 10th through the 14th. I'm going because I'm a YouTuber. I'm not going to front. I make significant money off YouTube. That's why when Stephen Graham and them make jokes about, I'm a big guy on YouTube, I'm like, well, I know bigger YouTubers than me and they don't make as much as me, but I know he makes it. He makes the bucks. Don't get it twisted. There's some people making buka hookah. Okay. And so I'm going to VidCon because what I noticed in a group of people that I was working with, we share ideals, we share blog posts, we share video titles and affiliate marketing, all kind of stuff in a group. Their YouTube channels skyrocketed. Now, I'm not saying YouTube played favorites. I'm not saying YouTube said if you came to the event, you paid money, they blessed your channel with some algorithm, but I kind of have a feeling they did. Okay, that's just, I'll leave it like that. So while I'm out there in California, guess what? I'm gonna meet Shaquana. I'm messing her name up, and a couple other real estate people out in Oakland. So I'm gonna make it a twofer. I'm gonna extend the day a little bit. All right. VidCon is September 4th through 6th, and it's going to be in Washington, D.C. It's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. Last year, I was like, oh my God, there's like 30% of the people here are black. Black professionals, black top 20%. They walking around with suit supply on like Charles Ogilvie. They're really doing it. And so what it opened my eyes to is next year, I'm going to speak on the stage, or try to. And 2, there's a change. Right? Bigger pockets and all these people talking about, investing in these hood neighborhoods. Well, then you had a lot of black faces up there this year talking about they had 20, 30, 40 properties in the hood. And they were loving it because they were giving back to their community and they were making that bank. See what I'm saying? See how you turn the tables on that event? All right. You have all these young people. To this day, I defend Lisa Phillips, even though she hates me because I'm super conservative. She said I'm like a terrible person. Hey, it is what it is. What she talked about years ago, buying 30K homes, was bashed. I mean, all these people were bashing her on Bigger Pockets, bashing her on her Twitter, bashing her in the forums, saying she was buying crap houses. Don't do it. Don't listen to her. She's like, yo, I'm buying 30K houses and they're paying me $900 a month, y'all. This is lit. People are like, boo. Now, 5 years later, every skinny, nerdy, goofy, frat white dude is like, I buy 30K houses in the hood. And I make money. And everybody's like, to this day, I feel like they owe her an apology. They owe a lot of people apologies because they say code worded things on there. I ain't trying to beef with Bigger Pockets. But when I go by the office in Denver, because they actually have an open office, I'm a visit Scott Trench that I saw from VidCon. He said I could come anytime. I am going to do that. But I wouldn't have had that conversation with him if I had met him at VidCon. See what I'm saying? Again, we wouldn't have had conversations with people that we know from the internet without conferences. Let's leave it at that. Okay, Vid Summit. I go back to California this time. I think it's in Los Angeles, called Vid Summit, October 15th through 17th in Afrotech. Now, I forgot. I think Afrotech is the weekend before. Everybody's trying to convince me to stay in California the whole week. Woo, let's see how that goes. We'll stay one weekend in the Oakland and then one weekend in the Los Angeles. So it should be okay. But that's a full year. I'm not even telling you about the events I'm going to in between, the week, stuff that's in between. And here's what I know and here's what I see. I know there are people who do people's Facebook advertising, YouTube advertising. Some of these guys are doing it for the price of trips. And I'm not trying to rat them out, but there's some guys who are like, yo, you buy my plane ticket to Thailand and we'll do A, B, and C, ABC, right? Like, hey, you buy this and I'll do A, B, and C, ABC. There's a lot of bartering in the business community that I was not even aware of, right? Like, I went to events and was like, oh, okay, like, okay, got you. Cool, cool, cool. And so what's that taught me? There are several people who they go into these conferences, they ain't even going for half the information. If you looked at the Grant Cardone 10X, in between, people were walking up and down the stairs, talking with people, shaking hands. Hey, 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 hey. It was a networking fest. So that's why I said next year, I'm going to buy 20 tickets. I'm going to give them out, raffle style, giveaway style. We're going to do them in a way that makes sense, and then I'm going to bring some staff and I'm going to bring all the people I know, because it's a combination effect. It wasn't just, oh, I'm here to listen to Grant and get rah, rah, rah. It's actually, I listened to the information, was like, yo, I could hire 10 people, put them through the Grant Cardone training, and have a staff full of people. Because see, what people think is, oh, Erica, you want to blow your YouTube up? No, 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 no. It's not about the YouTube. Look at what I'm doing. Look at the background stuff, you guys. Pay attention. The credit repair, the books, the speeches, the speaking engagements, the events, the networking, purchasing properties together, affiliate marketing. Like, there's so many pieces to this, and I just want you guys to see that, don't be intimidated when you see all these people with really big numbers and all these subscribers. I know people behind the scenes who are scraping together $3,000 because they don't know how to sell things. They don't know how to have other parts of their business. Literally, if you've paid attention to TV, which not everybody has, if you look at TV right now, they're running credit repair ads at night. They're running wholesaler ads at night. We buy your house cash ads. That's how cheap advertising is on TV right now. So imagine the credit repair company that is running ads, how much staff they have. Okay? Imagine the wholesaling company that's saying, we'll buy your house cash. Late night ads. How much money do you think they're making? How many houses and how many times their phone rings off the hook? I just don't want people who watch me to be left behind, because there's no reason. There's no reason to. I feel like the people that watch this channel are super capable and super smart, and let's get this money. You know what I mean? There's a lot of opportunity. And so when I share with you these conferences, some people are going to be like, Erica, like, I can't afford to go to conferences. I can't. Buy one or two of the replays and live your best life. I've instructed one or two people right now to go buy the Vid Summit replays. I've already seen their channel grow. They've already got 1,000 new subscribers and they got a small channel. So some people say, man, you could teach all this in courses and classes, but it's not always about making all this money on the front end. I have a way longer back end that makes, not my butt, but you know what I mean, that makes sense, right? There are people who watch this channel, email me and say, Eric, I've got $20,000. Let's invest together tomorrow. You dig what I'm saying? So you don't have to be so greedy in the beginning. Like, I got to get all the money in the beginning. Like that's the funny part to me. When people are trying to do it that way, you're missing out. So I'm not Gary Vee. I ain't gonna tell you give, and wait in a year, maybe people support you. I'm gonna tell you definitely sell, but it's got to have a balance to it. So, all right, let me go back up in these comments because I know you got some. What's up? There's 106 of y'all here on a Friday night. What's up? Hit the like button. Thanks for hanging out with me. What's up, Frankie? What's up, Yolande? What's up? Frankie Robinson, I'm going to check it out. Doggone it, I promise. East side of Detroit. Denver, slight blizzard tonight. Ooh. Got hail and snow in North Phoenix. Charles Ogilvie, why do people lie about six figures? Man, they just do. Sweet Supreme, riches in the niches. A lot of YouTubers and social media influencers are going to get blanked out when the recession hits because they haven't set up proper cash flow, proper producing assets. Listen, there are people right now, I can look them up. They ain't here no more. Like Glendon talks about it. He's been here way longer than I have, but I've actually looked up people that started when I started. They gone. And it is no reason for that. But what they wanted to do is, well, Erica, I don't want to ask people to buy things. I just want them to see my pretty Instagram and buy things. I just want them to see my YouTube and buy things. People don't know if you have things to sell. You don't know you have things to sell. Oh, what's his name? His name is Intelligent Hustler. His name is Alex Becker. Alex Becker. If you go look up, I can't remember the top of my name with the name of the video. Dude, I did 1,700 videos. I can't even remember the name of my videos at this point. But it's probably like SEO. He'll probably have one still up called SEO. It's one where it steps you right through the process. It's like how to set up a website, how to set up email, how to set up SEO, domain names. Then he has one on like if you want to have a if you want to make $2,000 to $5,000 a month. Here's some free tactics. I've done all those. And that's how I know what he's talking about works. And I started laughing. I'm like, he's giving away a lot of this for free. Then all of a sudden I noticed like 7 videos disappeared. I'm like, he put those in a course or something. But I mean, it's something I could teach easy, but that's why I'm putting together this like 6-figure YouTuber thing. But it's such a ridiculously huge course because the course is starting on how to make 2,000 to 3,000 a month, how to make 4,000 to 6,000 a month, how to make 9,000 a month. And so I put it up and I'm putting it together, but it probably won't be done for a while. I have a lot of projects, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And I'm trying to bring like people in to do videos on the course too. Like, tell me about your YouTube channel. And there's a few people who want to do it. What's up, New Jersey? What's up, Charles Ogilvy? If you need skilled trades owners, let me know. Okay. How do you invest in the movie deal? Go on Indiegogo.com. There's several other sites like this, but if you look on Indiegogo.com and go to the movie part, not just the startups, because they have startups too, but I wish I could bring my friend on. He's a medical doctor. But long story short, he went to UCLA. He was one of the only few black people in his class out of 122. I think it's just like him and 2 white guys, and the rest were all Asians. And by the time he got all his student money back, refunds, scholarships, he had like almost $1 million in refund checks, and took that money, invested in startups, and invested on things on where? Indiegogo.com. So, and he also was where? In California. So that let him do what? Go to Oakland, go to Los Angeles, go meet face to face with these companies who, hey, I'll give you 20%. If you just give me $100,000 check, I'll give you 20% of this app. Okay. 2 or 3 of his apps hit. Boom, done. And he also owns 2 condos in San Francisco. So we don't know anything about San Francisco. It's very expensive, and the rent returns he's getting, rent/Airbnb, is out of this world. So Black Heights, lady, you're always happy. Love it. Thank you, Black Heights. My mom used to say the happiest people think the happiest thoughts, but really the happiest people are people who have growth. And I know it sounds like, oh, so you're trying to be so cliche, Erica, but I'm like, seriously, the more you look back and realize, man, I've come a long way, it'll make you happy. Brother Nubian said everything's always 2,000 miles away from me. Hey, man, just pick one that you can do. Dante, I love working with strangers. Yeah. Grant Cardone, Erica's 10X. Yeah, here's the thing. When I first started YouTube, I wanted to be an investor so bad. I was like, I just want to be an investor. So I'm working in apartments, and I'm like, I want to get out of apartments. Then I got my real estate license, and I realized as a real estate agent, you're chasing people. I wanted to be the real estate agent that listings came to me, money came to me, things came to me. And what I realized is I could get that and much more via YouTube and via affiliate marketing. You know what I mean? It's a way I could change a lot of things. So I wanted to be an investor. So what's the best way to be an investor is get around other investors and learn. I mean, when people say the rich don't work for money, I think even Rich Dad Poor Dad writes about that. It's truth. It's truth. Because it matters what room you're in. Now, I talked the other day about the kid that has a hedge fund, and he's like 19. It's a black kid. And his parents, one's a doctor, one's a lawyer. They live in a great neighborhood. They sent him to coding camp at 16. He comes over, tells them he wants to do a hedge fund. And his neighbor, he literally starts showing them what he was doing. His neighbor wrote a check. Then his daddy and mom wrote a check. And he had a hedge fund. So sometimes people say, well, Erica, I don't have money. I don't have this. I don't have that. Sometimes it's the room you're in. What room are you in? Who are you working around? Where do you work? I know people right now who want to be comfortable, and the comfortable part is what's killing them. Do this whole trucking process, finding drivers for 2 trucks. I had over 120, probably a little bit more than that, resumes and articles come in. And so many people, I'm going to tell y'all this, I don't mind sharing this. They were like, well, I ain't going to drive this much and I ain't going to do that and I ain't going to do this. And I go, and I want to be paid this much. And I said, well, why don't you own your own truck? Oh, that's too much of a headache. That's too much. So really what you want to do is you want to drive trucks and tell the owner what they're going to do. Nah, that don't work. That don't work. Don't be the guy that's 40, 50 years old wanting to tell me how to do my company. Because if you knew so much, you would do, right? Again, this is where this mindset comes in. And I had women too, women and men. And I was like, I really wanted to take them aside, take off the Erica owner hat and go, listen, you know what you need to do? You need to go buy your own truck, drive 2 weeks out of the month, hire another guy that drives part-time for 2 weeks out of the month. Then you get to be home with your kids for 2 weeks and he gets to be home with his kids 2 weeks. Problem solved. And you get paid more because if you're a company driver, you're getting 30 cents a mile. You're owner operator, you're getting $1.30, $1.40, $1.50, $1.60 a mile. Problem solved. But see, people don't think that far. People don't think ahead like that. But they want to tell you what they're going to do because I've been working for 20 years and this is what I'm going to do. No. And that's why I keep telling y'all, you got to pay attention. This whole 1099 movement, this gig economy, if your employer realizes they can save 7% in their company's bottom line by making you 1099 and not have to pay those taxes, you think they're not going to do that? Come on now, let's do the math. If a company has millions in payroll every year, hey, we can save the company 7%. 7% off $1 million is a lot, y'all. 7% off $2 million is a lot. Think about it. So again, it blew my mind. A lot of people are like, oh, how much time am I going to have off? And Dan Luke talks about this. Dan Luke says, be careful of the worker that's always asking you how much time they're going to have off. Because what they're trying to do is measure out how much just bare minimum work I have to do so I can go home and veg out. And what I was trying to get people to see, I'm like, listen, I'm not your employer. You're 1099. We're partners. The more you drive, the more money you make. The more money I make and you make together. This is for you. If you drive 2 weeks hard and take a little bit, a few days off the next 2 weeks, no one's going to notice. The income's going to be high the previous 2 weeks. If you manage your money, you dig what I'm saying? But what you have is a lot of drivers who are in their 40s and 50s, like, I've been driving so long, I ain't going to drive not one more mile than I have to. Okay, and that's why you don't own a truck, and that's why you're still driving. The choice is yours. There's a lot of choices in the road. People are making them. And I'll put it to you this way. There's some of these company owners just like me who are like, if you drive your butt off and you meet me with half, 10K, 20K, I'll help you get the truck next year. But see, people don't want to think like that. They don't want to think like that. I've had 1 or 2 black guys get on phone me and tell me how I should do this trucking thing. Well, you should do this and you should do that. Would you tell another man that? Nah, you're doing that to me because I'm a woman and I'm younger than you. Now, they don't know on the phone that I'm younger than them. Maybe they do. But it's something about that comfortability. Like, I'm comfortable enough telling you what I think you should be doing with your time. And you know what I'm doing on the other end of the phone line? Just listening. Like, okay. So look, it's just my 2 cents. I didn't want to go too deep in the rabbit hole, but I had to share. Jessica, social proof like it's going to be lit. Oh, it's going to be lit. I binge watch your videos. Well, thank you. Christian, good evening, everybody. Birmingham, Alabama, soon relocating to Atlanta, Georgia. Man, hot Atlanta, baby, hot Atlanta. Chris F., I wonder if Jabril went to that. Jabril goes to a lot of stuff. Jabril was even at Vidcon. But he was literally at Vidcon in Orlando, Florida, at a mansion training 20 people. When he stopped by Vidcon, he was a little tipsy. I ain't trying to tell his business, but he was a little tipsy and it was hilarious because he was only stopping by for 20 minutes and leaving. Do what you want. You can do what you want when you live your life. Neither 20 1099 will be the new W2. I saw that saying about 5 years ago. Listen, I wrote a book years ago called The Rise of the 1099 Economy. And this girl was like, oh, Erica, that's silly. That's ridiculous. And I'm like, it's coming. Like, when I moved to Texas, I realized, I'm like, unless you have certain skills, it's no benefit of the company to keep you on full-time. They'll get you there part-time, 30 hours. Everybody I know when Obamacare came out were like, oh, they put me down to 32 hours. It's Obama's fault. No, baby. It's where you work at's fault. If you want to get paid full-time, nurses didn't lose no hours. Doctors didn't lose no hours. Plumbers didn't lose any hours. Airbag, people who have skills didn't lose any hours. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it a buck. 4 Hour Work Week. Yeah, that's a great book. Anaheim is fine. They have Disneyland. Anaheim is not that bad. It's just like any other city. Be smart. That makes me nervous when people say be smart. Anytime from somebody from New York always says, yeah, just be smart. Or like when we were in Detroit riding with Asia, I looked across the street. I'm like, Asia, there's a door kicked in. Are we going to call the police? She's like, no, just mind your business. I'm like, this is not the Midwest I thought of. Which Detroit is not like the rest of the Midwest. If you go to like Missouri and other parts, it's completely different. It's very much like, hey, come on in. Detroit, the opposite. Curls on fleek. Thank you. Giving back to the community and making that bank. That's right, Charles Ogilvie. Derek Bailey, are you going to meet Shaquan Baker? I need to, because here's the thing. Her and Aisha, I be blowing them up. I be chatting with them online all the time. And that was my thing in 2008. Last year was like, I've been talking to some of these people online and in video chat for 2 years. It's time to meet them. I just met Dre last year for the first time. And people were like, what? I'm like, me and Dre bought houses together. Me and Dre put courses together. Me and Dre invested in stuff together. Never met till I met him in person. And that was the turning point. Because when I started talking to other YouTubers, I'm gonna be careful, but they basically said, when you start making real money, go out and meet all the people you can. Because it's so few of us that are really doing it. When you start going, prime example, I'm not talking smack, but when I was in Atlanta, I started reaching out to everybody that said they was in Atlanta. Oh, well, I'm not really in Atlanta. I'm an hour away. I'm not really in Atlanta. I'm over here. I'm not really in Atlanta. I don't know what they want. I'm not really in Atlanta. I'm over there. So what you're saying is you've been telling everybody you live in Atlanta, but really you live in Decatur. Or you live way past Decatur. Or you live way over there. Or you live way up there. So it's just that moment where you see real from the fake, right? You get a real moment, real live moment, and see where people are living, how they're living, if they're what they say is true. So Erica is champion for 2019. Yeah. Hello from Arlington, Texas, enjoying their millionaire book. Thank you, Radiance Music. What is affiliate marketing? Anthony Bolton. Affiliate marketing. What's up, Cam Cam? Look at Cam Cam coming in here. Cam Cam, a millionaire. Affiliate marketing. The best way to say affiliate marketing is what we do every day without getting paid. When you up there showing your new shoes, you up there talking about the new haircut, or your barber over here, or you stopped at this food restaurant and you're taking pictures of your food, you ain't getting paid for that. But what you're doing is giving them free marketing. So when you have people come on the channel, Terry, other people, Charles Ogilvie, anybody come on the channel and they're selling a product and service, they may give me a little kickback. But I am in integrity because I don't really bring on that many people. Some people bring on people every 2 minutes. I'm like, nah, baby, that ain't what I do. Because I have to be responsible for who I bring on. Because if I bring somebody on the channel, what does that say? That say I'm vouching for them as a person. And there's very few people, trust me, that you want to say you vouch for. There's been more scandals than a little bit online, okay? Like there's scandals all over the place. And I'm like, I don't vouch for people. I don't know if they're doing real business. I want to look people in the eye. Listen, I'm not even joking. When I go to California, I'm trying to meet Charles Ogilvie. I want to meet people in the eye. I got to see who they are. Same thing. You're throwing money all over the phone. You want to meet people in person. That just is what it is. But affiliate marketing is essentially, it's been very popular. You see all these athletes when they wear a shoe, or they're like, Stephen Smith's like, I love this drink. Okay, he got paid millions of dollars to do that. The Kardashians get paid like $200,000 per post, $40,000 per post. That girl I'm always showing, she shows a post from Walmart, gets $4,000 per post. I mean, these things are really important because I can tell you right now, when she showed her apartment, she decorated her apartment, and she had the link like, oh, just go to my Amazon and go buy it. I'm not kidding y'all. I bought 20 things off her list. I was moving. And I was like, I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. And I looked up, I said, oh my God, I probably made this girl so much bank. But she has 300,000 followers on Instagram. That's just one of her profiles. Her second profile has 200,000 people. So imagine how much money she's making. And I know she's making money because she lives in California, and she went from traveling over in Thailand in a little place to Los Angeles with a giant 2-level apartment. Very nice luxury area. That's all I'm gonna say. Jab, jab, jab. Is there a good first conference to go to? It depends. So this, don't let my list dictate what you should do. I'm just sharing you my list. So when you see me next year, you can't be like, I don't know how Erica did it. I'm sharing with you how I did it. Okay. If you're a real estate person, the best thing you could do is just start in your backyard. There's RIA groups everywhere, and that's REIA. Join the RIA group. Go in there. When you start talking to people, you'll see people who are really doing it. And if you're someone who's saying, Eric, I don't have that much money, if somebody's really doing it and they need help, like if you see a wholesaler that needs help, that's when you partner with people. You see a builder that needs help. You see a real estate agent that needs help. Again, look at Jared Glant. Grant Cardone's the multi, almost being a billionaire, but Jared Glant is now a multimillionaire. Why? Because he worked his way up through Grant's company. And now he's like Grant's younger little brother, kid brother that goes with him on all these trips. Okay. You're it's like you're working up under someone. It's like the jet. It's the jet screen. Where you see the planes that try to get in that certain altitude so they can just flow. Same thing with birds. They're just flying in this airstream together. Again, you don't see it that often, and I'm going to say this, and I know y'all might be mad. You don't see that often with black people. You see it all the time with these white guys on YouTube and Instagram. They'll all promote each other's stuff and pump it through the roof. Again, that's just all affiliate marketing. It's just all affiliate marketing. But my point in that, what's a good first conference to go to? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? I'm trying to be an investor. I'm trying to get somewhat behind the scenes now. I'm trying to take my money and make my money make more money so I don't have to struggle for it. Like, there's a recession and it may shake things and it may change things for people. But if you have 2-3 trucks, like I'm getting 2 trucks with the group, but I'm also getting 2 trucks by myself. If I got 2 trucks on the road, I've got 6 different rentals. And that's the ones in North Carolina, South Carolina. Then I got some with Todd Capital's group. I got some over here, over there. Like, I'm recession proofing myself. Even if 1 or 2 things fall, guess what? Not all of them gonna fall. And people say, well, Erica, there's not enough drivers. I'm getting drivers every day of the week following these emails. But guess what? If you wait a minute, there's gonna be more drivers. There's gonna be some guy in his hometown. He graduated from college. He tired of that dead end job. The recession shakes it up a little bit. He getting less part time. He gonna go, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drive, or I'm gonna go back to school and do what? Now, people think school's gonna be empty when this recession happens. That's a lie. Pay attention to the last recession. All these people start going to school. Why? Getting that Pell Grant money, trying to delay the loans, changing careers. Pay attention. Lanny, what's up, Cam? Lanny 808. I'm definitely scared for all these Instagram/influencers that have moved to LA and leased all these expensive cars and apartments with no business. I'm telling you, when I tell y'all I got paid 10 grand a pop to fix 2 people's YouTube channel, I'm not shitting you. They watch smaller channels and they know each other. We talk at these different conferences. They know who's really making money, who's not, and it's not that many people. And so when the ad apocalypse changed and the algorithm just changed again, they called around. And I'm not, listen, I'm not the most expensive. I'm pretty sure some bigger YouTubers told them they'd charge them 30 and 40 grand like Gary Vee and these people do, and they'd fix their stuff. And Erica was cheaper, so they went with me. Hey, I don't care. I'm still going to help you fix all the stuff in the background, and we're going to get you rolling with some money. I ain't worried. I'll take that check. Hey, Erica, are you still going to do a course on what to look for when purchasing a business? So here's my thing. I want to walk through that process. So I have to find something that's worth buying off buysellbiz.com, to be honest. And I'm currently kind of buying a business from somebody right now. It's a credit repair business. Like you'll never see me talk about it on here on this channel because I don't need to, because they have Google ads coming in every day. They have ads all over the place on the internet. They're just done. I mean, I hate to tell y'all, but sometimes people get in business and they're like, I'm so sick of this. I will sell this and go do something else. It really does happen. So I'm going to think of a way to kind of document it video wise. It's going to be tough, but Uh, I can try to do some guidelines. I gotta figure out. Jabril is on the YouTube ad game now. 2019 businesses need a cheaper ad placements. Yeah, I'm in Jabril's Add Value, and it's about $200 a month to be in that Facebook group. But they'll look over your ads and tell you what they think and how to fix them and how to change them. And I mean, it's pretty much coaching, direct coaching, because to work with Jabril and some of these people, they don't take on clients unless you give them 10% of your company. You dig? They don't take on because they know how to make millionaires. And I'm not saying this like, oh yeah, but no, literally, some of these bigger YouTubers and these bigger ad folks, they don't take on clients unless you're going to give them 5 to 10% of your business, because they're going to make you a multimillionaire, and they've done it before. So they can charge what they like. They can demand what they like. That's why Billie Jean Marketing is selling courses and not particularly doing people stuff. Why would he do your small business when he does IKEA cars commercials and basketball companies commercials and plumbing companies? He's not going to do your small YouTube videos. He's going to do bigger companies because that's what he does. And they charging 10 grand to start out the gate. And I can tell you right now, for that 10 grand they charging, they going to run ads on about 3 grand of it. And then the rest pays the staff. I'm just saying, I didn't say that. If somebody come back looking for beef, I don't want none. I don't want no smoke. A Rose Bell. Hey, Erica, thank you for all the info you're giving us. No problem. There's 119 of y'all here. Hit the like button. Have you been to Social Marketing World? Thoughts? Sorry if you asked this when I'm late. Angelise, I haven't been to that one. We could Google that one, but I don't know off the top of my head. But there, again, when you go to some of these events, I can tell you right now, some people go to World Summit, talk to, like, there's one or two people. I watched the Vid Summit replays, and it said, hey, you want us to do your ads? Come over here, click this button, fill this stuff out, see if you want to work with us. To start working with them was minimum $5,000 a month. That's before you even start the ad spend, because they know how to make people very wealthy. Another group, I think they charge people 20 grand, and then you have to work with them for the whole year. And then they get like 10% of whatever you make that year. Y'all, I mean, it's real out here in the Ville. That's why when I was telling Glendon and several people at 10X, he was, if you listen to what Ty Lopez was saying, he's like, don't try to be a brand out here. Don't try to be out here and build a brand. Your life ain't that important. It ain't that fun. Nobody wants to follow you. Nobody want to follow you, Otis, right? But you can make a lot of money if you solve problems. If you can fix websites, if you can run ads, if you can do Instagram clips, if you can do little things that I don't want to do, you can make money out of that. My dream is to get some assistant here in Austin, 2-3 grand a month, younger person, let them do all this technical little young people stuff that I could care less about. And everybody's like, but you're young too, Erica. It's different. I don't want to be bothered with that. You know what I mean? Some things, if I had to start all over again, like I was just starting my YouTube channel, I would sit down for 4 or 5 hours a day and write these posts and write every single blog and make every single thing. I don't have to do that now. I don't have to. I can pay people. Engineering cannabis. People are sleeping on the cannabis industry and the fast effects on other sectors. Exactly. Finding investors in the MJ conference. Exactly. Engineering cannabis. Prime. Listen, I'm telling you this. The one in Las Vegas had, for $99, you could sit in a room, and it was talking about how minorities can get in the business and get grants. Did you not think that was valuable for $99? Okay. Then they had another breakout session for $350. You can learn all these different things. Listen, if you go, you in a room with people, they already on the same path. You and 2 other people get in the room, y'all on the same sheet of music, and y'all run with it. So, Angelise, many big businesses attend. It's a major marketing industry. Ooh, event. SMMW shows strategies and tactics that folks won't catch up to a year from now. Listen, Cam, let me read that again. He's talking about the conference. Shows strategies and tactics that folks won't catch up on till a year from now. When you on YouTube and somebody hits big, like they win a lick or whatever you want to call it, they went to Vid Summit. They went to Vidcon. They learned something. They shared it with their group of friends. They shared it at that particular room. Nobody shared it on Facebook. Nobody shared it on YouTube. They just started implementing it. And then now you, 3 months later, buying the replay, you trying to catch up. Okay? But you already 3 months behind. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a thing called tags and description on videos. Tags used to be years ago. Now people sleep on tags. They're like, oh, tags aren't important. That's not true. I put tags on some old videos. Now them old videos went from 5,000 to 14,000 views. How? How, Sway? I'm not promoting that video from 2 years ago. Tags. It's SEO, man. It's SEO. Anyway, but yeah, social media marketing world. We'll put that down in the notes. Hello from Charleston. What's up? Good question. Cam, she asked, did you feel more inspirational or did you actually learn a lot? Good question. Always a good question from these. When I used to work at WAH phone number, I asked for a couple of days off and they were surprised that I still had my 10 paid off days. Wow. People be taking off. What's up? Okay. Cam, Erica, are you going to Las Vegas for Oracle Modern Customer Service? Major event. Cassie Neistat was there last year. Magic Johnson's one of the speakers. 6-figure opportunities. I'll be there. Where is it? Oracle Modern Customer Service. I'm going to put it on the list. Let me see what it looks like. Because at the end of the day, there are people who, I told y'all about that lady who made $4 million and hold on. Let me write it down. Oracle Modern Customer Service. And thank you guys for the super chats. I see them. I'm getting to them. Give me 1 second. I'm getting to them. Again, Steve Harvey's having an event called Clarity, or what is it called? No, it's about mindset. Steve Harvey's having this big conference in Los Angeles, and it's about mindset. And people are like, oh, why are you doing that, Steve Harvey? It's a big deal. It's a big deal. People love it. So, do you have any thoughts on the new Green Deal? Ooh. I'm gonna leave that alone. We ain't going political tonight. Angela East, I help a client go from 100,000 to 1 million in social media growth in 1 month from that event. Bam. Say that again. I helped the client go from 100,000 to 1 million in social media growth in 1 month from that event. Boom. Are you going to put out another book, or where do you get books you already have? Oh, they're at all the links. They're at Gumroad. They're at all the links. Again, the links are under the video after they're over. You can always go to the blog, theclassyclimb.com. It'll redirect you. Books over there too. Erica, the Great Lakes region of Midwest is very different from the plains. Exactly. I don't know, when the song It's So Cold and D came out, I said, what kind of Midwest is this? I don't know. I'm looking for the footloose Midwest. I'm looking for the footloose small town versions. Kids are bored out of their minds Midwest. I ain't no millionaire. Cam's a millionaire. Y'all messing with you. Heard that Atlanta is really like Manhattan and New York City. The outer boroughs are like Smyrna, Kennesaw, Atlanta. Yeah, I mean, it has that vibe. When I was in Midtown, my hotel was perfect. It was Moxie. I pretty much will not stay at any other hotel. The hotel had a WeWork field downstairs. And after hours, it was like a bar. It was lit. I was like, this is something else. But this is going to be, it's called The Concept. Even my hotel I have when I go to Washington, D.C., it's a unique boutique. Has a food downstairs. It's like a sailboat themed. I mean, it's super unique. So again, that's going to be a big thing you see for hotels to stand out. How can they stand out? If they're an older hotel, they can just make themselves into like a boutique. Like same thing in Miami. If you go to South Beach, there's unique old 1960 hotels. They're updated, but they're designed for like the 1960s. And it's kind of funny, but it's like, oh, a hipster or Instagram folks will come and take lots of pictures because they love it. Thank you, Ty Green, for the $4.99 super chat. Say you advanced my mindset. Why, thank you. I'm trying to be like you and Charles. Cam, you know you got all the money, man. Stop playing with me. Endorsing. Evening, what's up? Venezuela and France riot. Well, that's because Venezuela put itself in a hole. It's one of the wealthiest places in the earth. If you go to Venezuela into the mountains and the green side of the town, people that were starving, if they made it to the mountains, they were fine because there's food all over the hills. It's an actual green, lush, beautiful place full of waterfalls. Uh, People that stay in the cities are starving and they left because they didn't want to go live rural lives. Another part is France is taxing itself to death. When France raised taxes 5 years ago, no, when Obama was in, first got avoided in, they raised taxes to like 70%. And 3,000 millionaires left overnight. An additional 10,000 Jewish people left overnight because it was also getting more dangerous. So again, this is it's a change, but again, I hate to say this, it's going to sound terrible, but people who have money are going to live just fine. Like if you look at so we've been watching these articles about malls dying. Oh my God, all the malls are dying. No, they're not. They just did a study past 2 years of malls in very affluent areas. Glenda Cameron's talked on this. You're going to see these economic moats where this particular neighborhood, I have friends right now, Apple's coming. And they're like, I'm going to sell my house over here that was used to be the outskirts because Apple's going to be right across the street and ruin all the traffic over here. And I'm going to finally be able to move into the neighborhood I wanted further in. This is because that neighborhood further in is going to have the best schools. Also, that neighborhood before Apple gets here, it's going to go up. Those homes are not going to be just 500,000. They're going to be $1 million. So again, this is you can get ahead of this. Again, how do you survive the recession? Getting ahead of it. Literally conferences, literally network, literally businesses, real estate, tech. This is where it comes. This is where I'm talking about. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to see. This is where it comes from. You have to get ahead. Like, look, everybody that's working at Grant Cardone office, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. Everybody working, you have to realize, out of 28 million businesses in the United States, 24 million businesses are small businesses with only 500 or less employees. A lot of them way less than 500 employees. So think about that. There was a guy that was a Grant Cardone ambassador. And to be an ambassador, I think you only have to pay like $1,000. It was something I was going to do. He had over 100 people on staff. Think about that. Dude paid $1,000, got a brand new training from Grant Cardone Training. Now they sell motorcycles all over the whole United States. Ship them all over Canada, South America. You know what I'm saying? So he's a big dog, but he only has 100 employees. So a lot of these companies people are complaining about are small companies. They're small. How do most people get jobs at those small companies? They know somebody, referrals. So now you have to decide, do I want to try to mold myself like people at that company to work there? Or do I want to have a skill that gets me past all those people? What's that skill going to be? Digital marketing. I told you on this channel, digital marketer, sold by Ryan Dice. It's a good deal. You can get the discount. Also, Grant Cardone. You're going to have, you may not want to do sales, but if you can hire 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 guys and they learn those techniques from those classes and all they do is phone calls and gen up sales for your business, you don't have to be the salesperson. The world is changing. You just make the decision where you want to change at. Right? Because people say everything's on the internet, Erica. Not yet. Really, 90% of things are still bought person to person at actual physical stores, at the grocery store, physically, all this stuff. What people are buying a lot of is time. Time. Okay? You see all these DoorDash and all this stuff and Uber Eats. They're just trying to buy times. All right, let me go. Let me finish this out. And then, because 130 y'all here, hit the like button so we can wrap it up. When I see Erica this year, I'm going to go look at her in the eye, but I'm going to be careful because I don't want to get that pew-pew. Nah, Cam. I'm, in person, I'm super friendly and relaxed. It's like when the person came up to me like, hey, Erica off YouTube at Grant Cardone 10X. I was like, what's up? They're just like, what? I was like, come on. What's up? Let's take a picture. Jared soaked up all Grant and content info. So you do consulting? Is it listed on your site for new businesses? That is? Yes, Perception Media, I do. Right now, I always tell people to do a phone call first because I might not be the best fit for you. I just might not be the best fit for you. I can direct you somebody's way, though. Thank you, Rhonda, for the $20 super chat. Victoria L., this credit repair business ideal has me intrigued. Thanks for mentioning that conference. Well, Victoria, I sell a credit repair business class. And I am adding more things to it this week, of course. I'm adding a whole set of paper about business credit in it, because just some things have changed. That's all. You got to update things as you go. And also, the conference is going to be lit. It's going to be a good conference. I'm going to see several people there that I know. If you want to come, I'll be there. And thank you, Raygun34, for the $5 super chat. You're changing mindsets. Thank you. Don't judge us. It's so cold in the deep. Martin Jackson, have you seen that video? When I saw that terrible, grainy video, I was concerned. I was like, I'm never going to go to Detroit. And now I invest in properties there. Lord Jesus. All right, let me see. I'm happy Steve Harvey is constantly evolving, because that giving relationship advice to William was not the move. Excited for his conference. Listen, he made a ton of money off that book. He made a ton of money. But here's the thing. It's on both sides. I know I'm going to get hate from men on this, but if all you find is ratchet, raggedy baby mamas, where is you looking? One. And two, I'm going to be careful. But I've said it on Glenn and Cameron's channel. I said it on several places. You attract what you are. Trolls know not to come up to kings. Trolls know not to come up to queens. Come on now. If you're a high quality man, women are chasing you. Trust. And people say, well, women don't know what high quality men are. That's bullshit. I was at that Grant Cardone 10X, and trust me, there were women there, Instagram ladies there. They know exactly who they were looking for. A guy who's determined, who's doing something, who's got direction. He's getting his sales on. She gonna hook up with that high value man. People know. So I just, Steve Harvey knew what he was saying. He was trying to get people to, it's up here. Okay? How you dress, how you carry yourself, how you act. There was this thing this woman said on the Japan, there's a guy, his whole YouTube channel is interviewing black people in Japan. Riches in the niches, y'all. He gonna make so much money just off that channel. So I'm watching several of the videos, and guess what they're saying? I'm walking down the street and other black people are mean mugging me. Y'all, they all the way in Japan and somebody's mean mugging them. And then I look at her. She's pretty. She's happy. She has a husband. She's a model. They're not mean mugging her because she's black. They're mean mugging her because she's better than them. I mean, these things are all mindset. That's why Steve Harvey's going to make a bunch of money. He's going to make a bunch of money. He's doing a mindset thing, and that's the conference. But yeah, Cam, I'm doing some things on tech this week. You should definitely drop in or help me do a live or be on a panel. Oracle Modern Customer Experience, not customer service. Excuse me. It's a huge marketing event. Excuse me. Customer service. There's a huge Oracle building here in Austin on the river. They always have some kind of event over there. It's a very big building. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Cam. Hey, Erica, let's do this having 7 babies thing. I want a big family. Come on with it, Jamie. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm just messing. Please don't. Please don't come here. They're going to be like, oh, what happened? No, I mean, my whole thing is I was telling some people that I wanted a barn dominium. And it's on a land, and it's like the bottom part is a loft, but it has this fake barn look. And they're very popular on Airbnb. And I was like, well, we don't stay there, baby. We could Airbnb that thing out. I need a skill. Hey, you're in the right place, digital marketing. The malls are definitely popping in Seattle. Barnes & Noble has a restaurant, a bar, and events. Urban Outfitters are selling pizza in Philly. These stores are reinventing themselves. Exactly. Here in the Domain, Austin, Texas, it's an outdoor/indoor concept. It reminds you of being East Coast up north. They have businesses at the bottom, apartments at the top. Right? So then they have some that are just restaurants off in the middle parts. It's like a big happy hour scene. What's unique and sad is a lot of people down south go, oh, that's for bougie people. That's for people in tech. That's all those IT guys going over there. And I'm like, you should want to be there. Why do you think girls go over there? Why do you think men go over there? Because they're looking for women, and women are going over there because they know the guys with tech and money are going over there. Happy hours, duh. Digital Rocking by Ryan Deese. RYANDEISS. Austin, Texas. What's your website? Theclassyclimb.com. It'll send you to the blog. You sell credit repair business class? I sure do, MB. Listen, I could not even get to all the people that let's do the math. There are 40 million people in America with credit scores under 620. Think about that. And then that's not even counting the people who don't even have a score because they just buy stuff cash. And what's going to happen is you have this conundrum. As apartments get too expensive, people want to get in a house, right? Because there's a lot of no money down programs. You just got to get this particular score. So people start calling you to fix this score. There's so many people that just need that little extra bump to get in the apartment, get in the car, get in the truck, the commercial trucks, semi trucks. They just need you for that extra thing. That's all over. You can go on Facebook right now. There's a Hispanic company in Austin, Texas. Their specialty is they speak Spanish. You need credit? You don't need credit? Yes, you need credit. Because what happens? Sometimes those Spanish people, they get those worker visas, those I numbers. They get special numbers. It's not exactly a social security number, but they put it down on paper to buy things. And guess what? If they credit bad, they need a credit repair too. Little Jose, their child, 15, 18 years old. He finally turned 18. They could put houses and things in his name. But guess what? Jose's only 18. You have to build Jose credit up. There's so many niches inside credit and inside other businesses that I can't even get to all of it. Like literally the guy who wants to sell me my business, I was like, dude, I'd have to hire 3 more people because the amount of ads they run every day, and they've built a behemoth. So it's not like you can even dismantle it. It's just SEO just running. So again, also radio stations. I keep telling y'all this, but I really mean it. If you were to get an infomercial and spend, I'm not gonna say what I want to say. Let me stop. If you spend $500 on like 85 commercial spots a week, your phones would ring off the hook. And I personally know people's businesses that have followed that model, and I'm still shocked. But infomercials, radio ads, that stuff works. There's a reason you keep hearing these radio ads. It works because it's getting cheaper and cheaper to buy radio ads. It's getting cheaper and cheaper to buy these things because why? People have moved to online thinking, well, I'll just do it online. I won't pay. So it gets cheaper. So right on topic, I started LLC. Can I use it to save on symposium expenses? There's a conference I want to go to that costs $1,000. You can write it off, baby. These conferences are business expenses. Heck yeah, duh. Also, NPC, thank you for the $5 super chat. Best thing you do is grab a book called The 1,001 Tax Deductions and Credit Incentives for Small Businesses. It's a yellow and blue book. There's also a white and green one. And it's 500 credit. Long story short, go on Amazon and get the book 1,001 Credit Deductions and Expenses. And listen, that's why I'm always telling y'all go on QuickBooks. Have your stuff linked up to QuickBooks. Write this stuff off. Print it out. I even put it to you this way. QuickBooks is seeing how much money you're running through your account. QuickBooks will offer you loans. Nav.com helps you figure out some loans. Cabbage.com. All these people giving y'all loans. I don't mind giving y'all this free information because I'm putting it to you like this. Again, 10% of y'all gonna do it. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds harsh, but 10% of y'all will do it. 10% of y'all will be like, all right, Erica, I'm going to go find this out. I'm going to go over Alex Becker channel and find those 5 videos. I'm going to do this. I'm telling you, and 10%. 10%. If that. Do you consult people in New York? Depends. Depends on if it's based on business or what are we trying to talk about. I need to learn and link up with you. Thank you. Change your aim. Yeah. I have my real estate LLC cold calling all day. Congratulations, Florence. Are you doing wholesaling? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to book appointments to meet people? Say it, water seeks its own level. It's very true. Water seeks its own level. Like what I realized is I got in a certain group of people and they were like all into fitness and eating certain foods. And I would go with them and I'd be like, oh. And then I started realizing The more I hung out with them, my diet changed. What I was eating changed. Where I wanted to eat changed. I would go home and see my family and go, y'all should have these vitamins. Y'all should have a blender. Y'all should drink juices. And everybody looked at me like I was crazy. They were like, what happened to you? Your environment, water seeks its own level. If you're trying to move up in life, the food changes, the restaurant changes, the clothes change, you change. That's all I'm saying. Quality begets quality. That's right. I was at the gym last night, y'all. And you know, people say, oh, I'll never see black women and men in the gym. Lies from the devil. There were over 30 people in the gym last night from 10 to 11:30 while I was there. They was in there. Sugar daddy. Reflections, mental mirrors, facts. If you have Salesforce marketing, cloud developer, Oracle certification, Marketo certified expert credentials, startups paying $50 to $150 an hour. Cam, stop playing with me and come on the live show. Because of the huge skills gap, recruiters are the realest plug. And let me write that down because that's going to be on my tech related talk this week. I'm just going to screenshot it. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to repeat it. Okay. Thank you, Cam. I agree. In downtown Memphis, gentrification is really ramping up. I'm lucky my parents left us a well-maintained house with an acre and 4 bedrooms. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You fool, Erica, stop. What? Thank you, Greek Surgeon. Greek Surgeon, any of y'all, put some of my links in the chat for people so they can see them. Long Way, thank you for the $2 super chat. Thanks for all the knowledge. Thank you. Oh, right. I see what you're saying, Fifi George. If she go over to Asia, she'll meet blacks and they're straight from Africa. Well, she's on a military base. So some of those people might be military black ladies too. So you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So cybersecurity is a lit field to get into. I mean, literally this week we're doing videos on tech. So we'll save some of that conversation for the tech talks. Technical writing is a great skill. That's right. Thank you. I'm just making notes for my talks later this week. Mm-hmm. Trying to work remote. I'm telling you. I was in Japan and loved it. Lots of opportunity. Congratulations. I have a friend who studied the test. Well, here's my thing. There was a guy, I think Sub-Zero was talking about on O'Shea show today. We were like, I just want to go work I want to live in the DR. I want to live overseas. It's like, calm down. I know you want to go live in Brazil so bad. I know you want to live in the Dominican Republic so bad. But they're paying you $45 an hour, but you can make $100 an hour in America. Save up your money for a few years and then go. But, you know, people don't always think like that. ITIN numbers. Thank you so much, Anthony. Exactly. You can go to Vet Force. There you go. Radio ads, a good thing. Just hopped on the live a few minutes ago. Already gained a lot of insight. Well, thank you, Michael. Which I'm going to wrap it up here because I don't know how long I've been going on. Somebody give me how long I've been on. Please tell me. I hate going too long because nobody can watch it later. What's the best lawyer for LLC business? Call Todd Capital. Call Charles Ogilvie. I'll put his links in the description. Tell him I sent you. That's because it's hard, Erica, and failure is a strong possibility. What's hard? I'm sorry, I missed it. What are the 5 Alex Becker videos you mentioned? Michael Thomas, I can't. Here's what I keep telling y'all. I be on YouTube all the time. I have 1,700 videos. I can't remember the title of my own videos, much less the title of somebody else's video. I just know it's a solid 5 videos in there. It shows SEO, website, all kind of stuff. I know y'all won't do it though. Go over there and look for a little bit. But it literally walks you through. I'm literally going to put some of the information in the course because I've done it myself. And that's how I know it's true. I know he ain't lying. Exactly. I'm in NC. I'll be contacting you. Well, I'm in Texas. You can go and contact me. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. Sorry. But I'm going down. It's votes. It's time to go. How do I apply for one of your jobs? Battle Buddy Bob. I will have a link. Right now I'm actually working with a coach who's helping me revamp stuff. We're buying domain names, we're changing some things. A website's coming up. Oh, an hour and 15 minutes. Damn, I gotta go. And once I have all that straight, I'll be able to better do it. But essentially, the simple jobs I'm looking for is going to be credit repair. Person work on credit repair from the office remotely or here, preferably here. 2 is going to be digital marketing based. So it's going to be content marketing. It's going to be literally. I'm going to be the kind of person. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be the kind of boss. I'm already bought these Grant Cardone's University and Digital Marketer, and you'll pretty much learn underneath the stuff. That's why a lot of people, I prefer them to be here, because they'll spend an hour a day kind of learning and then doing. So learn and do, learn and do. So that's why it's hard for me to say, oh yeah, I can put these jobs out, because I can't put them out yet. I'm finished working with the coach, and we'll have it straight. Home inspection is a great skill to learn. Chris Warren, we've talked about that, but the video I have with Tim Jackson, home inspection is something like he's promoting it to all the black boys in Dallas as he can, because they're making bank. They're making 6 figures very easily. All right, put all the names you mentioned and / note it in the description box. Thanks in advance. What? No, I don't have to do any of that. I do what I want. This is my channel. People always want to tell me what to do. I'm like, no, you can find it. Bring notes, bring pieces of paper, write it down while I'm talking. Oh, yeah. No, doing it. You said 10% would do it. Yeah, 10% will do it. Jobs in the DR paying Americans $10 to $12 an hour. Oh, yeah. I mean, well, that's the whole point. He was saying he wanted to work remotely. I'm like, if once you get the job in America, that's $100, then you can go over there and party. People are silly. All right, everybody, hit the like button. I'm rolling out of here. Yeah, pretty much. Home appraisers, yeah. So everybody, there's 139 of y'all here. Hit the like button. Greek Surgeon just posted all my links. You can hit up any of those links for information. They will be. Oh, no, no worries. No worries. I'm just saying I usually don't go back in the descriptions, and I've been getting better about it, and also hiring a person to go back through all of them for me and fix my tags and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, take notes or rewatch the video. So everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Hope you got some good notes tonight. Freedom Friday. Thank you for the super chats. Again, if you want this shirt, stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, the links are always below the section. Sorry to you guys. This is Erica, Classy Climb blog. Later.